What is going on, guys? So I am back at home, out of the hospital, taking it easy, feeling pretty good, but I'm just kind of moving a little slower, just trying to get my bearings back. So I went into the hospital because I want to say a few days ago, I was walking around upstairs and I felt like a little bit of tightness in my chest. And I always hear about guys who would feel that and they wouldn't think nothing of it and they would just go on about their day. And then something later on would happen. So I just wanted to be proactive. As soon as I felt it, went ahead and went to the hospital to get myself checked out. I called the ambulance and they picked me up just to avoid me having to drive. Um, got there, spent a few days there. I forgot what day I went in. It should be on my Instagram, but let's see here because I forget the exact day that I went in. I want to say I spent about 3 days total there. So that was 4 days ago. So I just got back today. They were just checking my heart, checking my uh monitoring my fluids, monitoring my heart activity, um monitoring my kidney function and things like that. Just making sure everything was all right. They did a echo on my heart. They did a few chest X-rays. Did a couple of stomach X-rays as well. Um, did a did a few more tests and just was trying to check everything out and rule out all other options and things like that. But it just basically comes down to what we were saying in our other videos, just taking better care of ourselves, approaching that diet um, a lot more. I don't want to say strict, but pretty much strict, being a bit more limited in what we do and just not taking in so much nonsense that's gonna bring more harm to us than it is good. Uh, if anybody that knows me knows that I'm real saucy. I love a lot of sauce, a lot of flavor, things like that, and stuff like that can come back and bite you. And I not only did I like a lot of it, but I liked a lot of it a lot of the time. And so I would eat 3 or 4 meals that had that type of content in it each day. Starting my day off early because like I had just an appetite. I'll start off like 8, 9 in the morning, and it'll be like a big greasy meal. Before I went to work type stuff. Had one for lunch at work, one when I got off work, and sometimes one more depending on how late it was and how late I stayed up. And I did that for years and years and years and years, and it began to take a toll on me. Once they did the echo, they were able to confirm that there was no blockage, so far as the artery, the coronary, blockage or anything like that, which was great. They kept checking my blood pressure, checking my blood sugar levels for some reason. Somebody, I don't know who in the office, um, they put in my file that I was type 2 diabetic, and I kept telling them I'm not diabetic. And they like, well, that's what's in your file. And I'm just like, yeah, that's great. The file is probably taking insulin, but I haven't taken insulin or any type of medication. I haven't been prescribed anything, and that doesn't make sense. And I was just like, also, what are the A1C readings? You know, with a person who's diabetic, especially type 2 diabetic, there's going to be a couple of trends that you will notice. Either they're going to be type 2 diabetic with complications and needing medications or without. But even with those two, trends, there's always going to be an A1C reading that's going to match up. You can't be type 2 diabetic and you don't have a proper A1C reading. And so I told them to look at all of my A1C readings. There's none of them that has ever been over 5.5, maybe even 6. None of them have ever even been that high. Um, and so it was that one was puzzling to me because they kept trying to give me insulin. I'm like, I don't need that. I don't know who that's for, but I don't need that. I don't need insulin. Um, and so that was odd. And but they kept checking my blood sugar to try to see if they noticed a trend. And every time they checked, it's like, oh, well, your blood sugar is good. And I'm like, well, yeah, I've been telling you that for like the last 2 days. They just really wanted you to date. They just really wanted me to take insulin for some reason. Um, would bring you all the juice you wanted. I'm just like, y'all bringing juice and Italian ices and ice cream and all this stuff. It's just like, it was just puzzling. Uh, got out of there, got all the information that I needed and all the resources that I needed. So we're finally back at home. I'm gonna take it easy, do things a smart way. Um, and yeah, man, I'm taking one day at a time. Definitely glad to be back home. Definitely glad to be around my girls and being able to hug them. They gave me a huge hug and an actual kiss. When I came in, my oldest daughter grabbed my face and actually kissed my face. So that was super cute and super sweet to see that. And yeah, man. Let's go ahead and get back at it. So we are still on day 13 of this God-forsaken Desynthetize My Life by Rachel over at Pomaris Stolen Perfumes. And I think that's probably what landed me in that facility in the first place. Was doing this this challenge. it it's been pretty cool, man. Just the last few days I haven't really had a chance to try to explore or do anything. I've been kind of cooped up in a room, but I do appreciate the fact that I've been able to wake up and shower and not necessarily lather myself in a fragrance, and just been able to appreciate, just, me. But boy, I don't know if tomorrow is the last day or after tomorrow is the last day, but tomorrow might be the last day. Just real talk. And man, when I tell you I can't wait, I got new fragrances over here, still in the wrap. I can't wait to spray these bad boys on my body so that I can smell it with my nose. We got Pool Time. We got Gentleman's Club. We have Millennium. And also, fragrance called Daddy. So that's going to be interesting. I can't wait to get into these tomorrow. These are going to be a lot of fun. And I also have some other ones for another company as well that I'm interested in checking out. Um, but yeah, man, that is it for this video. Just wanted to come in and give you guys a quick update. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will catch you guys soon. Peace.